So anyway, I have kind of an informal presentation about a little tiny vignette, a little tiny piece of my work. And I'm going to encourage you to stop me at any point with questions, because I want this to be a conversation. I gave the formal paper where I stand up here and I read with a very serious face yesterday, and so this is not that. This is supposed to be a conversation. And it's stuff that I'm still thinking about and stuff that I'm still conceptualizing. A piece of this, a small piece of the pirate story, is going to be coming out, I think, momentarily in Boyhood Studies. And I talked about this with our class just a minute ago. It's a journal that used to be called Thymos, but they wisely changed the name, right? Because thymos sounds like some sort of strange organ, doesn't it? Like it might be part of your brain or your intestines. But now it's called Boyhood Studies. And so this will be a piece that comes out in Boyhood Studies. And myself and my colleague Christine Malazzi collaborated on the piece. And it's called There Are No Girl Pirate Captains. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So today's presentation, and again, just shoot those hands up with questions or comments at any point, because this is a conversation, is about pirate captains and how I attempted to use pictures and words to destabilize what I call patriarchal constellations in preschool. And I thought I could think a little bit about what I was doing as Mini-YPAR. And I don't really do YPAR. Does anybody know what I mean when I say YPAR?
Could you? No, I was going to
Fantastic. It's kind of, I love alphabet soup because you can sound super smart just throwing things together and people don't want to ask. YPAR means Youth Participatory Action Research. Okay, so it's a specific kind of action research, which I do not do. I don't do action research very much. It's just not the kind of question that I ask, but it has to do with youth in particular. And one of my colleagues at the University of Massachusetts, Jason Irizarry, that's spelled just like it sounds, does a lot of really fantastic work with YPAR, and he is just a love and a guiding star in so many ways. And he was talking about it so much, I thought, you know, maybe that's what I was doing with the pirates. And so that's why I have a question mark, because I'm not sure that's really what I'm doing, and maybe y'all can help me as I ask these questions as we continue to talk today. So, all right, so the question here is, what should an ethnographer of childhood, myself, do when children and teachers are confronted with sexist media influences in children's play? Okay, that's a big question. And anybody who's heard me yammer on, and there are so many people in this room, anybody who's heard me yammer on about my work, either at my paper or I was just visiting a class, knows that I have kind of the principle guiding a lot of what I do is that I don't interfere. I'm not like a lump sitting in a corner not interacting with people, but I'm not correcting children. If kid bludgeons another kid in preschool while I'm sitting there, I don't report them, I don't stop them. I'm there to watch. It's a very kind of interpretive position. But there's kind of an interesting moment about what I should do when I was confronted, and I'm going to share this vignette with you in a minute, about what we see when we see sexist media influences in children's play. So just to kind of give you an idea of what I've been doing, I've been doing an ethnography in preschool that in a socioeconomically and racial ethnically diverse rural New England community preschool. It's a project-based and play-based curriculum, meaning they don't really have a set curriculum that they follow in a scripted, rigid sense. Rather, it's project-based, it's play-based. So the children have interest, they explore those interests in play, the teachers bring in enrichment materials, and they follow along in that particular direction. There's 2 European white female teachers who have a combined 40 years of experience teaching preschool. The ethnography is ongoing. I'm thinking I'm going to close down the site after this year of data collection, but I'm still there. I only use handwritten notes. I kind of subscribe to the interpretive tradition of ethnography, which means I'm not doing action research. So this is a little bit of a departure, this vignette I'm going to share today. And I'm very curious about how that fits in with what I'm doing. The data from today are from the second year of the study. So it's 2013-14. There are 14 kids in the class. 3 identify as Latino, 2 African American, 2 Asian American, 7 European and white, 2 of whom identify as Jewish, Ashkenazi Jewish ethnicity. 8 of the 14 get free and reduced lunch and also subsidized preschool tuition. So you see some of the socioeconomic diversity with this group. 1 child has significant special cognitive needs. 8 identify as female, 6 identify as male. I hope that adds up properly. It just occurred to me there might be a math error. But that's what's going on. And I spent years and years and years and years and years in this site doing observational work.